What's up, everybody? Got a paperboy hat on. I'm getting the female version of it for my girlfriend, so I just like sourced a couple in. Pretty cool. I think I look kind of okay in it. Thanks so much for watching. Check us out on the web, livecortex.com. A bunch of nootropic products and a bunch of nootropics information. Facebook, like us there, facebook.com/Cortex Stacks is where we are at. 4 powerful products. Support this broadcast. You're going to want to stick around because there are still specials on them. Here they are.
Elite level nootropic
All right, number one,
products.
our stack. Nootropic Stack Cortex. Significantly powerful stack. It's a stack you take if you want to just turn everything on. You didn't sleep well? Take some Cortex, brain will be on. You need to focus? Take some Cortex, you'll be able to focus. You need motivation, productive drive, verbal fluency? Take some Cortex, you'll have all that. It's a significantly strong stack, elite level stack, being called the only pre-made stack that works. If you buy a bottle right now and use the coupon code 5, F-I-V-E, you can get a bottle for 28 bucks. Super cheap for what's being called the only pre-made stack that actually works. If you need my help personally, we have a consulting service on Nootropics. It's a 40-minute call with me. Basically, we just help people figure out stacks that work well for them or help people that are new to get into it and what things to buy, all that kind of stuff. If you're new to nootropics, buy Smarter, Better, Faster. That's the book that we wrote that teaches you everything. I mean, it shows you how to use nootropics, how to cycle nootropics, some of my favorite stacks, nootropics philosophy, everything else in between. And if you really want to get ambitious, we have a nootropic starter pack. That's also for people that are within a year or pretty new. Get you a bottle of our stack Cortex plus Smarter, Better, Faster. So the question came in via email that says, do you take nootropics to run errands? And if so, can you give me some details on what stacks you take to run which errands? And I think this is actually a pretty important thing because traditionally we think about nootropics in the context of productivity. So sitting down in front of a laptop doing productive work, or like, you know, you run a conveyor belt or something, you're an engineer, whatever it is that you do. But absolutely there's a case for just taking nootropics, being optimized, and then going and doing things out in the wild. So yes, I take nootropics to run errands. Not all the time, but in probably more cases than not, I do. Because some of the stacks are just to wake me up and to go out and want to get motivated to go do it. Drink a cup of coffee, take a stack, go out, okay, ready to go, take care of my errands. Some of them are for large, like just spending a whole lot of time doing something like shopping or something. You know, some of them are for doing processing intensive things like going to the bank or doing anything around moving money or things that really require your brain to be in order, in which case, you know, it'd be racetams. I'm going to explain. I got 4 situations here that I wrote down that I do, you know, over the course of a month that have to do with nootropics while running errands. Number 1, well, I first want to say my favorite nootropic to take when running errands is aniracetam. It's just awesome for me. 700 milligrams, a choline source, and amount. And the biggest reason is because when I'm running errands, I'm doing a lot of things at once. And so it helps my processing speed, number 1. It stimulates me to want to go do it. But it helps me to multitask. So I can just go do a bunch of things and kind of my brain, I have to think less about it. And it comes much more naturally to me to just go and take care of a bunch of stuff. I'm not thinking about it. When I'm in traffic, I'm not thinking about what I have to do next. I'm kind of just relaxed, which is really cool. Number 2, for days of like shopping, and this is relevant because, you know, Christmas is around the corner, and this recently like happened to me, or like whatever, like if you're shopping for a living room set or something and you gotta do a whole lot of stuff that's probably gonna take a long time. Shopping takes a while, that's why it's kind of exhausting. It's the craziest thing. My girlfriend, this is one of the reasons she's so awesome, she hates shopping, which is totally great. She's like totally not one of those girls, which is really awesome as an aside. For large days of shopping and or, you know, setting up a living room set or whatever, I mean, I go oftentimes to Lowe's to the plant section and just buy all new plants for my place. Modafinil, I take modafinil for that. 100 milligrams modafinil, best nootropic compound for going out and doing shopping. It's just awesome, and I actually do love to do it. Number 3, back to kind of what I was saying like before about generally getting yourself going to go run errands. It's not a bad idea to take a nootropic stack, and the best one for me is an Alcar Theacrine caffeine stack. It's 500 milligrams of Alcar, right around 120 milligrams Theacrine, and then a cup of coffee, and then I'm out. I tell that stack to a lot of people, Alcar, caffeine, Theacrine, and folks are just like, this is crazy. I mean, this is a good stack. Why aren't people talking about it? I get that caffeine, theanine is a thing, but Alcar, caffeine, Theacrine, powerful stack. I take that to kind of get going. And then I take a racetam combo. I actually had to sit and write this thing down to remember, like, I take a racetam combo when I want to do stuff like moving money around. So there are various times within the month where I have to go to, I've got like 3 or 4 different bank accounts. I effectively own 2 businesses right now. And so moving money from one account to the other, balancing checkbook, doing transactional things, that requires racetams for me. You know what I mean? I could do it at baseline fine, but it's, again, I have to think about it more. I'm not relaxed. I'm thinking about it while I'm driving. All these subtle distinctions of why nootropics are really awesome. And for me, my combo is the following. Aniracetam at 700 milligrams, coliracetam at 20 milligrams, and GPC at 100 milligrams. The critical thing to take away from that is that both of those are processing capacity increasing racetams, but coliracetam is particularly useful for those kind of tasks. And just the same, like if you're going to sit down in front of Excel or QuickBooks or something for a while, you're going to crunch some numbers, that's a pretty good stack. 700 milligrams aniracetam, 20 milligrams coliracetam, GPC at 100. So those are like the 4 examples that are most relevant to me. But I've done many things. Like if I don't sleep really well and I've got to go run errands, oxiracetam every time. A gram of oxiracetam, choline source, and I'm good. Brain is fluid. And by the way, in all of those stacks, you could add oxiracetam at a low dose, because it'd probably be better to stack it at a low dose with the rest of the stuff that's pretty high dose. You could stack oxiracetam at 500 milligrams with any of those stacks, modafinil, the aniracetam stack, the L-carnitine stack, and just be on your way. So yes, the answer is yes. I absolutely take nootropics for even trivial things like running errands. It helps my brain process better and it keeps me relaxed in the process while I'm sitting in my car, so I'm not anxious. Because I don't know about you, if my brain isn't working well and I've got stuff to do, I sort of just do a dead end. I just run into constant dead ends in my head thinking about what needs to be next, and that's like ridiculous. I'd rather just be relaxed. I'd rather have it all sort of compartmentalized in my brain, and nootropics help me to do that, okay? So thanks for what you're watching. Ryan at livecortex.com for questions like this that we can answer on the air. Remember, our stack, the Cortex Nootropic stack, significantly powerful stack. People talk about taking stacks, like all the other pre-made stacks or other stacks that they might have put together, and they're like, I just haven't had good results. And then they take Cortex, and it's like, they're like, this is what a nootropic should feel like. This is what it should be like. We built a stack for it. It's called Cortex. Right now, coupon code 5, F-I-V-E, takes the price to $28 per bottle. If you need my help personally on anything related to nootropics, hit me up. We've got a consulting service. It's a 40-minute call with me, widely used, super useful for people. Get that at livecortex.com. If you're new to nootropics, buy Smarter, Better, Faster. That's where you have to start, and you got to read it at least a couple times. Teaches you everything. And if you really want to get ambitious, buy the Nootropic Starter Pack. That's a bottle of our stack Cortex and the digital book Smarter, Better, Faster, which teaches you everything you need to know about nootropics. Remember, coupon code 5 saves you money off of all that stuff. More podcasts coming, more content coming. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time. My name is Ryan Michael Ballo. For 6 years, my sole mission has been to improve the performance of my brain. This is why I created Cortex. My mission was to build a nootropic stack that gave me extreme focus, powerful motivation, and a heightened cognitive state. And after years of experimentation and a comprehensive beta testing protocol, and putting together the most powerful nootropic compounds on the planet, I found what I was looking for.